What is going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new series, Sky Factory 5. Hello. Your screens are not broken is meant to be black and white. So if this is the first you're seeing it with this, welcome. Congratulations. I'm going to do a speed run of getting all colors. So this episode will be a little bit quicker, less like every single step, just how to get every sapling and color. So let's just get right into this. We start on a single tree. There's This is our whole world. And if you haven't played Sky Factory or Sky Block before, you're in the sky, you have one tree, you have to progress. So let's just get right into that. All right, so I guess we start punching trees. So we in theory could even get our first color by breaking these leaves. Okay, colorless dirt. So let's make some slabs. Make a crafting table. So one thing I found is you get these like crafting tables, like crafting stations. But if you go one more, you just get a normal crafting table. So I would much rather do that. Mobs don't spawn, so I don't have to worry about light levels. When we want mobs to spawn, we'll make them spawn. So let's just put my crafting table down here and let's get some slabs. All right, so we have our first little platform. It does look off even, but if we break these leaves and there is a vein miner, I make it green. Oh no, not yet. You can get green apple from saplings. So I did get another sapling, which is great. Put that in there. Use our watering can. So let's take all these leaves. We might get green. Hey, we got green. All right. I'm going to do this for a little bit more and then do the next color. Actually, our next step is we need an axe. So to make the axe with this template, wood and a stick. Okay. Okay, so we can make an axe like that, which is great. Let's water this and get some templates every time you have a tree. We're going to right click it. Oh, we have bees. That's kind of problematic, but okay. Oh, I should state the mods that I've added to this pack that aren't on here naturally. I've added 3 so far. I've added time in a bottle. I've added iron jetpacks, and I've added, oh, and the pipes mod. So yeah, I added those 3 mods. Another really nice thing is that nothing takes durability. Oh, our next color is going to be white. So let's go get white real quick. Place a sapling, and we have these silkworms. All right, so to get white, we put these silkworms on here, and we let these get infested. I think you can eat them. Yeah, see, so I also got white dye. So I can also dye a sapling, but I should be able to get them from this in 1 second. All right, we got these infested leaves. Let's break them. Ta-da, we got white. Now with white, clear all these out. All right, now we can make our first, we can make 2 colored saplings. So for our first one, take your sapling, put it on the ground. We got the white dye from eating that and dye it. And just like that, we have white tree. And now we're getting white dye, white apples, all that great stuff. And we have white saplings. Now let's make a green sapling. Use our apple, throw it in here, green dye. I don't know if we've unlocked green yet, but this should help. Of course we've unlocked green. We can see it. Beautiful. Got some vines. And just like that, we have green saplings, white saplings, and colorless saplings. On to the next one. All right, so our next step is let's just get another sapling down. And we need some shears. So, oh yeah, the shear template. We'll use that. Perfect. Colorless shears. All right, before I do that, let's get some wool. Let's make a bed so we can sleep because my tree is not growing in the dark. Let's use our shears. Take all these leaves, make a barrel, throw these right here, throw the leaves in. Could also use saplings or anything else. This would get us brown dye. And just like that, we got brown. Love it. All right, on to the next one. All right, so let's get the brown sapling. Let's eat some dirt. Ew, brown dye. So put our sapling down, dye that brown, watering can. We have brown saplings now. All right, next we're gonna make some grass. So we're gonna get some brown dye, some green dye, grass seed, that down there. All right, so now let's get some bone meal. I think it's from, yeah, so I need 3 white dye. Okay, let me grow some white trees real quick. All right, so let's get that bone meal. Okay, we got some seeds. All right, so we got some wheat seeds and we got some beetroot seeds and some hemp, which is great. So we got red and yellow. So let's get those growing real quick. And then we're also going to get some water set up. So let's get the water first and then we'll get those other ones set up. All right, so we're going to make a crucible. We got from white logs, we're going to take a stick and a dye. Now we have a torch. So I'll put it there, put the crucible here, and then we're going to put some leaves in it. And that's where we're going to get our first bucket of water. All right, that's going to take a minute. Let's go get those farm set up. All right, before we start the farm, actually, let's get that water. So let's make a bucket. We're going to make a wooden bucket. All right, so we got our first bucket of water. Right. Oh, sure. Of course, now it starts. Oh no, did I lose my water? Oh, is it because it's all slabs? There we go. And then, yeah, I guess that'll fill up with water as well. That makes that easy. So we're going to get our water source. We're going to set up our farmland. And then, oh yeah, we should also get our blue sapling. Well, to do that, we just throw a sapling, which I don't have. Take a sapling, throw it into water. There we go. We got blue sapling. So we will right here for now. All right, so let's set up this farm because this just keeps filling up with water. And that's a water source now too. So we'll just throw you in there. Let's go grab my seeds. All right, we'll let these grow up. Then we'll get yellow and red. After water and canning for a bit, let's get our wheat. Got yellow. Got red. Awesome. So let's make a sapling for both of those. There we go. Red sapling. And let's make our yellow sapling from that piece of wheat. Awesome. All right, let's see what one's next. Let's get lime next. We got some grass, we got some water, we bone meal it. We got seagrass, and we got lime. I don't know if we have the lime dye yet, but we do have lime. Careful with beehives. All right, I'm gonna make some lime dye. Oh, we cool, guys? We cool? We'll see. I'm gonna make some lime dye by mixing some green and some white. All right, let's make lime dye. So we can go green, white. Oh, that's a weird tree. Awesome. Now we have lime saplings. Off to the next one. All right, let's get gray next. So we're gonna need some campfires. So I need wood and torches. So you can make campfires with sticks, which is cool. So let's just go. I don't know why blue is not really showing up yet, but I need this wood and sticks. Okay. All right, so we got some campfires. We're gonna grab some slabs. I also expanded this out. This is RGB. I don't know why the blue is not showing up right now, but how you get ash is you cook templates, you cook these things up. Let's go get some gray dye. This on here. You just put these on here, and I'm gonna get gray. These are important for cobble. All right, so now if we go over here, we got all this ash. We got gray. So that's how you get gray. Now let's take all of our ash. This is how you get cobblestone. Awesome. So now let's make our first furnace. And we can get black by getting charcoal. We go like this. This is how we're going to get black. Black. Cool. So now I don't remember how to get. Okay, there's black dye. So we can get a black sapling. And for the gray, we can get gray sapling. Awesome. We're doing pretty good, guys. Also, how to get inferium is lime leaves. So lime is a good tree to make your main tree if you're trying to get inferium. There's our black, there's our gray. So now we have black and gray saplings. All right, let's go get light gray. So we're gonna take a cobble, we're gonna make smooth stone. Now we got light gray. Now I forget how you get that. I think I can just mix white and gray dye. You get light gray now. After you have unlocked it, there you go, we got light gray, which is how you make iron. So 4 light gray equals 1 iron. So that's a super useful one. All right, we got our light gray sapling. All right, next we are gonna go get light blue. To get light blue, you have to get clay. So we're gonna take some water, throw it in here, make a hammer our cobblestone. Got gravel, then hammer that again. And we got sand. Throw the sand with water. And we got light blue. Now to get light blue, I know we can just go blue dye and white dye. Awesome, light blue. Let's grab sapling. We're almost there. Off to the next one. So now let's go get orange. We're gonna need a unfired crucible. We're gonna need some porcelain clay, which is some clay and some bone meal. I go like this, unfired, cook up that crucible. So for now, also we can see our blue now. Very cool. Take our crucible, put it right, give it a torch, and we're gonna need some more cobble, which I don't know if I have any made. All right, let's go throw this cobble in. It's gonna take a minute or a little bit longer to do. But yeah, with just one torch, it's gonna take a while to get to a bucket. Our lava is ready. Do not use the wooden bucket because you'll burn yourself. Now we have orange. Okay, so now we can make a cobblestone generator, which we'll do right now. Also, quick tip, if you go the one probe config, you can change how this looks. That's how we change that. Let's get the orange sapling, which if you throw a sapling in lava, you get orange, or do I just lose it? Yeah, that's how you get the orange sapling. Awesome. Now we have the orange sapling. You are going to want to get a little bit of orange so you can get up a copper block right away, because you need to oxidize a copper block to get cyan. Orange and green dye, get copper. Once you have a block placed in the world, and that's how we're going to get cyan. So let's get that set up right now, but it's going to take a little bit. All right, so we got enough for a copper block. Place this in the world, and then we will get cyan. All right, next we're going to get eggplant seeds. Brown, yellow, orange. Awesome. Let's make an eggplant seed. This is how we're going to get purple. Oh, darn it. I accidentally just opened it. But yeah, we got eggplant. We got purple now. To get purple dye, red and blue. All right, red and blue. We got purple. Also, doesn't matter what color sapling you dye. You can dye any of them. And just like that, we now have purple saplings. We're getting real close, guys. So the cyan we're waiting on. So all we have left, I believe, is magenta and pink. So let's keep moving. All right, next let's make an onion seed. And now we have magenta. I don't know if we can get the magenta dye yet. Next step is to get pink. So we're gonna get a knife. We're gonna get a fishing rod, and we're gonna catch a fish. I think it has to be salmon or cod. I think a water source does count. And just like that, we got a cod. So we would go knife, cod. We just unlocked pink. Cool. Now we got pink dye, pink saplings. Now we can make the magenta sapling. Magenta dye. Let's go make the sapling. There we go again. Be careful breaking beehives. They don't like that too much. But yeah, let's go make that sapling. And just like that, we have magenta saplings. So now we have absolutely everyone except for cyan, which we have to wait for that copper block to oxidize. Awesome. So while we wait for that copper to oxidize fully, let's set up a easy cobblestone farm. All right, so let's make that cobble gen. We'll put it right here. We go barrel or chest. You go hopper, wooden hopper for now. Barrel. Awesome. Okay, so we got that. Lava's gonna go up there. Give me that. Okay, so now we go 2 fluid hoppers like this. Those also need to be surrounded for water. All right, I think that's everything. This should be a very fast cobblestone gen. Let me just double check our work. Okay, so lava is gonna go right here. So lava there, water here as a source block, so water, water. And this should be a super fast cobble gen. Grab 2 sources of water. First one right there. Second one. Now, once we put lava here, this should just be an instant cobble gen, essentially. Grab our lava. And look how fast that comes in. So I didn't design this. I saw it somewhere else. I'm not sure where, but yeah, that's a super fast cobble gen. So now we're just going to wait for this block to oxidize. All right, so our copper block is now ready. I don't think I need silk tuts. Pickaxe level stone. I need a stone pick. Okay, copper won't do. Ta-da! Cyan, all colors. Woo woo. Okay, let's see if we can make the cyan sapling, and then we have all of them. There we go. We got cyan. Cyan's nice because you can get diamonds. And now we have cyan saplings. All right, I'm going to set up a basic millstone setup, and then that's what we're going to call it for today. It should be fairly easy. So that should be enough. Shaft, cog. Okay, we got 2 going there. We're going to have a hopper. So if I just go wooden hopper, chest, and chest. Okay, I don't want these to be the same. All right, so if we put cobble in here, there we go. Now we're getting gravel. And then we can take the gravel, put it up in this one, and then we'll start getting sand. Just like that. All right, well, I think that's a great starting point. Thank you guys so much for watching. Click subscribe. This is going to be a fun series, and I'll see you guys again next week. All right, bye-bye.